What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. And you know, I had sat for a little while and I always think about questions that people are always asking me, especially questions about the drill movement, you know. And a lot of people are always asking me what happened to the Chicago rap scene, especially with like the veterans who used to do this shit and with the new wave and shit like that. I kind of feel like it's simple. I remember it was a time when you had people like Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, like these were the people who were controlling the Chicago hip-hop scene on the underground level. I mean, you had people like Kanye West and Twista and like the Brat, people like that who kind of broke out and made a lane for that shit. But I kind of feel like Sosa, man, Chiefkeef, I think that's the guy who came out and just changed the way the whole music industry. I mean, I understand Soulja Boy kind of had a big influence because he broke out first on the internet, but I think Chiefkeef kind of took that shit to the Mecca. You got to understand, in my opinion, he the influence, you know, the person everybody copywriting. You know, even the Opps sound like the guy, if you really want to be honest. I didn't heard diss songs of people dissing Sosa sounding like Sosa. So, you know, that's the crazy part about it. I really think the guy truly is the influence. You know, 90% of your rappers, 90% of people that's on these videos that's blowing up on the viral market kind of sound like they came from up under the Chiefkeef branch, the tree. I mean, the guy influence is so big. You know, guys like Tato, guys like Ball Out, people like Fredo Santana, all these people we had in SD. The one thing you seem to forget is none of these people got major recording deals and had major recording deals. These were just regular artists. I mean, I can't even really say independent. These were just guys who get a cameraman and shoot the shit and put it on the World Stars and the YouTubes they self and evolved on their own. So it ain't so much like Chiefkeef is holding them down. I feel like Glow Gang, the original Glow Gang, like the Ball Outs and shit like that, they held their own way. You know, I think Chiefkeef might have helped them get to a point where they was known, but, you know, the fact that they was around Sosa kind of blew those guys up, if you ask me, besides them doing the hard work. Chiefkeef, man, look, the mumble rap, all this shit was influenced by this guy. I think Capo played a part in the influence of the mumble rap, but I think Chiefkeef clearly changed the landscape of rap. You know, ever since Bump J was locked up, you know, LEP kind of broke up and groups like that kind of separated and shit, it opened up the door. Now, I mean, the door wasn't so much open, but when Keef opened up that door, that nigga opened that door all the way, you feel me? And kind of blew up and brought a different light to Keef. You know, before this guy, that kind of rap style was weird. You got to understand, when Keef first came out, like when I talked to Bo Deal, he said something that was really real. Early Chiefkeef was kind of weird, you know, when you heard 300 and shit like that, the beat was slow, it was kind of offbeat, niggas was mumbling. That shit was kind of weird, but if you look at it right now, everybody sound like that. So in my opinion, I feel like this guy's the influence. You know, remember, I'm a reporter. A lot of haters be saying, why you always reporting on these stories? You got to understand this part of my job. So I bring this news to the people who want to see this news. You feel me? So just leave me a comment. Let me know what's the discussion, what's the topic. Give me a hood profile you want me to talk about. I'd love to know what you want me to do. You feel me? I'm going to be watching.